Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do a very special love reading for 2021, and this will be for the sign of Scorpio. I'm not particularly asking for anything with the love, so you could be married, you could be in a relationship, you could be separated or waiting for union. I'm just asking what your love prospects look like for next year. Scorpio, if this reading doesn't resonate with you, make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart, such as your moon, your rising, and or your Venus. But remember, you can find out your own story by getting a personal reading. If the reading does resonate with you, however, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I'm going to use the Connolly Tarot for your reading. No, I'm going to use the I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot Royale for your reading. I forgot I changed decks. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords coming through. The Nine of Swords is a card that talks about anxiety. It can talk about sleepless nights. Very much this energy of anxiety at night time, you know, when you wake up and your mind is already running here. And it's sort of, in some of the cards, the Nine of Swords shows up with a demon or a devil on the ceiling. With this one, she's got a ghost, so I'm thinking this is ghosts of the past. So some sort of energy that you're dreaming about things here. There is the Sun card here, which of course the Sun card, and we've got the Victory card behind that, which is like the Sun card, which is beautiful. There is some sort of worry that something is not coming in for you here, that something's not coming to fruition. Maybe you're waiting for something to happen, contact, a happy ending. You're waiting for something to come your way. It's almost like you can smell the victory here, but it's not coming. So for some of you, this is about having another chance with someone, having contact with someone here. I feel that you probably got a little bit focused on somebody either returning with a second chance, probably a Leo. We do have the Judgment card coming through, but there's like this feeling that you are either waiting for someone from your past to return or to give you another chance, another go. So there's very much this energy of sleepless nights, worries, stressing out as to whether this person will return to you and you will get another opportunity with them. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups coming through here. So it could be that you've walked away from this person in the past. They could have walked away from you. But whoever's done the walking here has felt like the situation emotionally wasn't right for them. So they've started moving in a different direction. So, the cups are spilt here. And it feels for this person like there wasn't enough love in this relationship to keep them going. So they've gone looking for love somewhere else. Now, it doesn't always mean romantic love, but I'm going to take it this way. This person is heading towards the moon, which means they've become enlightened by something. So it could have been that you walked away from something because somebody wasn't investing in you the way you were investing in them. So you're seeing this now in the moon, because the moon is full, which means it's lightened everything up for you. It's given you like a bird's eye view of this here. So you've either woken up one morning in that stressful state, wondering what was going to happen with this relationship because the person you were dealing with was not loving you the way you felt you deserved to be loved. So you went off in a different direction. Maybe in some hope that this person would realize and come after you or follow you or heal from this. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups coming through. Well, that's very interesting. I feel whoever this person was, they may have presented a certain kind of relationship to you. They may have shown you something that you felt was your dream come true here. This is about dreams, fantasies, illusions, delusions. And I feel that they may have offered you a cup Maybe the one with the wedding rings in it, where you felt that this was something that was going to come full circle. But then I feel like after a period of time, perhaps they didn't really sort of show up to offer you this, and you've had to walk away here. Somebody's waiting for bells and whistles on the edge of the shore here. So since you've walked away from this person, or they've walked away from you, it looks like you're waiting for return, for communication, something here. You're standing waiting for your ships to come in. All right, so we have the Three of Pentacles. I like this though, because what this tells me is that although you've walked away from something, you're still taking your lessons with you, and you've been trying to work on yourself. So you may have been doing some meditations, you may have been like enlightening yourself around this relationship, perhaps to understand what your part was in the relationship. Because even when we walk away, there are things that we may not have done well. We may not have had good boundaries. We may not have had really good communication. We may not have spoken up for what we wanted in the relationship. So it's possible that you've walked away with this Eight of Cups without being really open about what you wanted from this here. But I feel like you're definitely putting work into yourself here. Three of Swords coming through. So there was a lot of heartbreak in this situation. We do have the card of Cancer coming through. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. You could also be dealing with a Libra, Gemini or Aquarius here. I feel like this whole situation fell over through lack of communication. There's a possibility here that you both wanted very different things, but this person could have promised you the fairy tale and not delivered. But then perhaps you didn't make sure that that particular person really understood what you wanted as well. Because sometimes we think people can read our minds, and we don't speak up for ourselves, which of course is a bit silly, because when things do fall apart, we're like, well, we didn't really say what we needed to say. And I feel this is what you're learning here with this Three of Pentacles. Perhaps learning to speak up for yourself, learning to be honest about what you want. There is a Three of Swords here too. So it's very, very possible that you've walked away from a situation where somebody has promised you something long term, but actually is committed to someone else as well. I feel like perhaps this person may have promised you they would get a divorce, maybe promised you later on, you know, that they would come towards you, and maybe never did. So it's possible you could have walked away from this situation even though you didn't want to. You knew it was the best thing for you, but I still see a lot of heartbreak here for you. All right, so we have the Page of Swords. Your person's watching you. Queen of Swords coming through here as well. So Queen of Swords, King of Swords for me is a divorced couple. So it's possible that your person is following up on some sort of divorce here, or some sort of separation. Let me just put the last card down and I'll go back. I think you're going to get communication from this person next year. I don't think you're waiting or wanting with this Nine of Swords is totally out of the question. Okay, I feel that you've probably walked away from a situation where somebody was married or in another commitment, for sure. And you've walked away because this person has promised you here that they would separate and they would come towards you. And perhaps after a period of time, you've found that that's not happened. So you've walked away from this situation, I feel, in hope that you can arouse this person or wake them up from their slumber. I do think you're now waiting for something to happen. And I do see with the Nine of Swords that it may be something that you're wondering about or having sleepless nights over. I do feel in the meantime, your person has been devastated by you walking away from this situation and may have started here some sort of separation or divorce proceedings. And maybe separated from the person that they were with. So maybe they were saying that they would do it, but maybe you walking away has given them that final sort of push to get things done. I feel that this person's probably wanting to communicate with you and probably is watching over you, but doesn't feel like it's the right time to come forward at the moment whilst they're going through this. All right, so we do have this Nine of Swords. There's some sort of sleepless nights you're having, but you are hoping for a good outcome here. I do see, the Victory card. There is a chance at another or a reunion here, without any doubt whatsoever. Some sort of reunion is on the cards. I do feel like your person wants to come forward and offer you something, but I feel like they must be going through some sort of legal stuff at the moment. I do see some separation, possibly divorce coming through here. Your person knows you're waiting. The energy here says to me they know that you're not going anywhere. They know how you feel about them, but I think they know also why you've walked away. And I feel really strongly that they are wanting to come towards you and keeping a little bit of an eye on you here. They do want to communicate, but they do not feel it's the right time. And that's probably a good thing because you're both working on yourselves in the meantime. So you're both putting the energies into that. There you go. There is an ending here after someone seeing things from a different perspective. So somebody's definitely changing something up here. There you go. The Death card with the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. So you have someone here, look. Someone here who has two people. So I feel that it's more than likely that this is a wife figure and this is you here with the Queen of Wands. This wife figure, this person's stuck in between them trying to separate and move, but they're right in between both at the moment. So if you're waiting for somebody to come in, I would say to you, you are going to hear about them in the next 12 months and they will have divorced or separated. It's a little bit of a chance you could have moved on by that time and found someone else. But if you are waiting for someone to return, I want to say that your person really does love you and they did mean it when they said they were going to get divorced. However, I feel it took for you to walk away for them to understand how much they loved you and how much they wanted to be with you. I think all the time they had both of you there, they weren't really too fussed on making a big decision, but I feel like they are now you've gone. I'm sure this person's hoping they'll win you back, especially with the Page of Swords, Eight of Wands here, because they're keeping an eye on you. Oh wow, okay. We have the card of the choice coming through here. Card 62. I love the way Spirit does that. I never get how would you say? I never get used to them surprising me like this. There is a choice that you need to make. You are very aware of it already, or it is coming to your awareness very soon. Embrace the unknown and say yes. You have the opportunity to enrich your world, to receive, and therefore be able to share much more. If anxiety or fear arises, guilt or shame, treat it as the cleansing of your emotional waters as they receive so much more inflow from the divine ocean. Let the old layers rise to the surface of your awareness to be washed away. What seems to be so much in the context of your own emotional waters is not so much at all when compared to what the great ocean is capable of holding. So let the divine ocean take the old, washing it away from you and replenishing you with the new, that you may serve life all the better. This oracle brings you guidance. It is safe to choose now. There is no wrong choice, just a choice that resonates with your heart. If it is challenging you, there is an opportunity for you to let the divine cleanse and lift you into vibration where you feel at peace with your choice, where you can accept the grace it will bring to you. Do this now. It's your time to step up. Make your life easier on yourself and open to love in a more trusting way. Come now, the divine is calling you to play. I will read you the poem. Our lives are measured in choices we have made along the path we call living. Each compass point a possibility, each step an opportunity, seemingly random. Each decision moves us inexorably in a direction, both unknown and yet somehow familiar. For upon reflection, the strength we find in choosing, or the surrender of letting all unfold, leads us to the place we started from, when we first made that choice to be here again. Beautiful. Thank you, Scorpio.